What's smoking? Well, pretty soon it's going to be this American Barbecue Systems All-Star. But before I did get to smoking this afternoon, I'll be popping up another video on Big Daddy on the YouTube channel. Look it up, Big Daddy Barbecue. See, I already got a few videos been recording on this American Barbecue Systems All-Star. I'm going to give you all an honest review. I probably cooked on it a dozen times or so. And as you can see, look at that, just beautiful out there, isn't it? Peaceful. Alright, let's get to the review. Enough playing. On the site, it gives you quite a few different standards in that. So I gotta clean this out. Let's grill me some steak and pork chops on it. It's got a very good size grilling surface. Actually, I've yet to fill up this whole grill yet, and I've cooked a couple steaks and 4 pretty good sized pork chops all at once. It's humongous, a lot bigger than what I anticipated. It's exactly what I was going to need for me and my family, and every once in a while I want to have some get-togethers. You can see down here's a little damper that changes it from a grill to a smoker. You can see that open up. That's closed. It's pretty good. You close it off, all the heat stays on this side of the grill. Open it up and it goes to the big portion. We'll get there in a second. That's the big smoker side. This is a little side tray. Comes with hooks. That's a Barbecue Guru, or you can get one of the other systems. It's a simple hookup. You put a blower and a fan on there. Honestly, I'm probably going to take that off. I haven't had any use for it yet. I either take that plug out to get more airflow or plug it off. But this thing, once you get it up to temperature, man, it just holds temp great. See the little side hooks? This is where I'm going to be hooking my temperature probes up to for when I want to check the inside temperature of the grill. I think everybody's got some of them. But look here, this is one of the things I actually don't like. I'm going to be changing these simple little plastic turned. It's hard to get your hand, I don't know, I got a good sized hand, but it's hard to get my little fingers down on this thing to tighten up the front door. So I'll probably come back if anybody's got any questions on it, as I'm actually getting bigger handles that fit on this. This is a 3/8 bolt. It does work good, but can be a little bit better. Definitely for me and my good sized hands. Comes with a beautiful temperature probe that's logoed with the company, American Barbecue Systems. You can see that. This is the All-Star model. The gentleman that owns it's named Mark Hillman, I believe. Mark Hillman. He's actually got a pretty good sense of humor. I messed with him quite a few times and trying to get him down on the price of one of his rotisseries that I wanted. But after the fact, I'm kind of glad I didn't, because this is the perfect size. You see, I just got done washing it. There's a little bit of water in here. You can see it's well seasoned. Got different temperature probes in there that you can buy. I got them little things on Amazon.com. They're pretty cheap. I think like $3 a piece or something. Now, next thing was on the site. He gives you some large claims. I'm going to clean this up later, but some large claims about how many slabs of ribs you can fit in here. I love you, Mark, but it's almost impossible. You can see from one of my other videos I got 3 slabs in here, but I had to kind of put them in here a little bit sideways, because this rack, and I kind of figured that going by his measurements, you need a good 21-22 inches of depth, and I believe these things are only 19. I simply cut some of the bad bones off, 1 or 2 of the bad bones, and I was able to fit 3 slabs on top. You can fit 3 slabs. These 2 shelving here are the same exact size. This bottom one's better, but what I found out putting the temperature probe is right directly in the middle, and sometimes it varies depending on how you laid your charcoal bed on the other side, but sometimes that middle area is about 50 degrees hotter than the rest. I haven't found a way to cure that yet. But that's just something good to know. If you notice on one of my videos, I put the beef ribs down there. They could take a little bit more temperature, and they came out cooked almost the same exact time as my baby backs did. And anybody knows beef usually take quite a bit longer. Another thing I like is down here in the bottom, you're able to put water. And what I found out is you put about a half a pitcher of hot water in there, as hot as your sink will put it out, then this grill comes up to temperature quickly. We're talking about, man, no time, 15, 20 minutes, and this thing goes right up to over 200, 2 to 250, depending on, you know, how much charcoal you lit off to start it. And then it holds it. It'll just hold it. Barely any dampers open. This is a spin top damper. They put me a little Seminole head on top here. I found me a stainless steel sticker. Stainless. It'll stick up there real nice, blend in with the grill, and I think it's the perfect size for that. So in the future videos, you're going to see a little bit Florida State Seminole smoking coming on. So I already gave you a little review about these. Don't really like these. They work sufficiently, but anybody with large hands is going to have an issue out of that. There's a drain valve that's at the bottom of your the water reservoir, which comes in handy because when you go to drain it at the end, all that water that you had left in the bottom kind of takes most of the oil and residue and seasoning and stuff from your smoke, and ends up being drained really fast. As you can see, some of these systems only got like a 1-inch foul valve. I don't know exactly how big this one is, but I'll tell you what, it's big enough to make a good sized mess if you open it up too fast. The other thing I like, not only these dampers down here for your firebox, they're simple, easy to move. They're pretty tight. They seal off pretty good. And this is for ash removal. You simply pull that out, and this arm will slide all the way out, and you just put a good full-size aluminum pan at the bottom, which I do, and I haven't made a mess yet. You just put the aluminum pan kind of down here by the wheel, open that slide gate all the way out. A little bit of dust will fall from here, and then you slide that arm, this top arm, all the way out, and all the ash, I'm talking about probably 95% of the ash comes out of here right away. So you can see from here. There's also today, since I'm smoking, I'm gonna take this out, and there's a little plate that slides in here. I don't have it in here, but it slides right down the middle. You'll see on the pictures on AmericanBarbecueSystems.com Allstar. You see there's a big metal plate that comes down through here. That's so you can do the minion method. You can have your charcoal come down, bend around, and come back for your cook. You're going to do a butt, something like that. As you'll see on the video I'm making today, all I had to do was line charcoal down this side and come over here to this corner, and that was enough to smoke my ribs for the full about five and a half hours, I think, is what it took on that video with the beef ribs and that. And I actually had a little bit more charcoal. I just pushed it down before it got lit on fire, and I was able to use that in my next cook. I just let the rest of it burn out because it was pretty much done. Well, like I said, this is honestly, he has the cheaper model with paint. Well, I'll tell you what, this stainless steel, this thing gonna be able to make it through the end of time, I believe. It's just a really thick. I mean, that's some thick metal. There's nothing cheap about the stainless that he uses for this. These on the side, these tables are a little bit thinner. I really wish two things with these is that, one, they're a little bit heavier duty, and two, I wish there was a way, Mark, if you're watching, to get this to where they stay. If you can notch this differently, because there's no way to stay. These will fall all the way out. They're made to remove, as you can see with the hinge. There's a way to notch that right there so that you just lay these things down and they stayed in there. I might try to find a way, but as of now, because there's no notch built in, you have to either have these all the way on like that, or you have to remove them and set them down somewhere. And when you set them down, you take the risk of scratching them up and stuff like that. There's a way, Mark, you look at it, maybe think for future mods. Both of these are the same exact way. Neither one of these are either on or they're off. You know, and you got to set them down. Then you take a chance on scratching the surface up on these. And like I said, this metal is probably the thinnest metal that's on the whole thing, is these tables. And you don't want to take a chance scratching them up. But other than that, I love this barbecue. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, check out my page, Big Daddy Barbecue, on YouTube. Hopefully you like the review. Try to give you some honesty about it. Honestly, this is the best barbecue I've ever had. These wheels are an option well worth it, because this is not a light grill. So pay the extra $200 if you get one or so to get these big rolling wheels if you're going to move yours at all. Alright, hopefully y'all enjoyed this wonderful video. Mark, if you know of a way we can keep these tables on, a simple mod that you can think of, let me know. Alright y'all, Big Daddy out. Alright guys, kind of want to tag this on here before I get to my new video making ribs today. I'm going to put, now you can see with the grading gone, so I'm talking about the minion method. You can see I got some wood chunks down in there. There's one about all the way down till you get down here. See that last chunk? Usually by the time it gets down there, we're probably hour 3.5 or 4, and you really just don't even need no smoke at that point. You just need heat. But that's the little plate you'll see. Nothing on the back side. Should be able to do this whole rib cook. If not, you can always come back and add a little bit more charcoal down here as this burns. It's going to burn, you know, from this side all the way down. So if I get down here and for some reason it burned faster today, all you got to do is add some charcoal back this way, then the fire will spread back out. You'll be able to make that last hour or so. But I wanted to show you that minion method. Show you I'm going to end up cooking 3 slabs of ribs today. Got some friends coming over, and you can see it's not even a half a bag. I get them big 18-pound bags, and I don't know how many pounds this would be, but it's probably not even half the bag. Probably a little bit over a third or so down here. So this unit Allstar, this American Barbecue Systems Allstar is a really efficient unit. Once I get this heat up, let's see, I got my damper open. Get that open all the way. I got that damper into the grill itself. So once I close this door down, it's going to be all heat going over to that smoker side. I like to get it good and hot, up hot, and then clean the grills, and then get my meat on. Hopefully y'all like it. Give Mark a call. This is a really good system. Probably be your last one you ever have to buy. Just get with Mark. Pricing's on his. He'll be able to send you an email with pricing. They're reasonable. I think the cheapest one of these only about $1,300–1,400. And for a unit like this that fits as much meat as this is going to fit probably 90% of people and their families. So give Mark a call. AmericanBarbecueSystems.com. Great unit. I love it. It was about my 10th cook on it. Got nothing bad to say about it. Love it. Alright, Big Daddy out.